Purposefully Profitable Podcast, Episode 12. It's Money Math Monday on the Purposefully Profitable Podcast, and I'm your host, the Profitability Professor, Russ Barnes, CEO and founder of Systro, organization strategists for small business, pointing you to the principles that will help you progress purposefully towards your profitability and prosperity. If you've been listening regularly to the Purposefully Profitable Podcast, you know that we use a lot of words that begin with the letter P, like purpose, prepare, plan, and progress. That's because these words represent intention, and we want you to be in control of your ability to earn the income you need to live the lifestyle of your choice. To do that, you must apply the word purpose from two closely related perspectives. One, with intent, as in having a purpose. You must know what you want, you must know what you want to do, and you must know why you want to do it. In other words, your purpose. And two, intentionality, as in on purpose. You must envision the path that will take you from where you are to where you want to go. For example, purposeful action. This means that the most important part of the Purposefully Profitable program, if you want to be a productive practitioner, is preparation. How do we prepare? Let's get into it. Today's money math mindset is your money motivation drives your decisions. And the financial freedom formula is number of customers times price point equals revenue. It's important for you to have a money motivation. If you recall the Purposefully Profitable Podcast preview, truth number 1, you are in business to make money. If you recall that, then this money math mindset makes sense. If you don't establish a money motive, then you're a philanthropist, giving away your value for free. In this case, your money motivation is 0. You can still make money with a motivation of 0, but you would not be pursuing a purposefully profitable program, which is perfectly okay. You might prefer a purposefully passionate program instead. We suggest that once you establish your money motivation, you set it and forget it. It won't be gone. It will simply become a measurement that will keep you linked to an emphasis on meaning while continuing to move you along the path to purposeful profitability. Episode 7 goes into detail on how to make your money message meaningful. Perhaps you will want to take a few minutes to review. The process of making money is without a doubt confusing. So let me clarify. If you are to fulfill your purpose, you need money. But if you set out on a path to make money, it is likely that you won't. Because when your focus is on making money, or in other words, chasing money, you frighten away every opportunity and you leap at every offer that seems to sound like a shortcut. And in the process, you make yourself vulnerable to being victimized. This is another point we've addressed in Purposefully Profitable Podcast, Episode 7. It's true that we live in a land of abundance and there is enough for everyone, but it's also true that making money is the result of a value for value exchange. So in order to make more money, someone has to part with it. Many people who set out to make money or chase money are trying to get before they give. This approach makes potential customers fear being taken advantage of. They become very nervous and less inclined to part with their money for your product or service. As a result, you expend tremendous energy attempting to overcome skepticism, and the harder you work, the more desperate you seem, and the more difficult it becomes to close the sale. At the same time, all of this energy you are expending is not helping you make dollars, and in your mind, it just doesn't make sense because we're taught that hard work leads to success. That's a myth that we'll talk about in a future episode of the Purposefully Profitable Podcast. When you recognize that you have to give before you get, then your chances of making money increase exponentially. However, there is no formula that tells you how much to give or how long it will take before you get what you want in return for what you've given. This is where the Purposefully Profitable program comes in. When every action you take every day moves you closer to achieving your desired outcome, you are on your purposeful path to profitability. Therefore, the first step is to establish your desired outcome. Profitability represents the money you put in your pocket after taxes and all other expenses have been paid. Profit dollars are the ones you get to spend on the lifestyle of your choice. The lifestyle you want comes at a cost, and that cost is what defines how much money you need. Today's money math mindset says that your money motivation drives your decisions. I suggest listening to 2 previous Purposefully Profitable podcasts. Purposefully Profitable Podcast Preview number 4, where we discussed the necessity to determine your desired destination or be doomed, and Purposefully Profitable Podcast Episode 2, where we calculated the figure that represents your desired destination. Once you've decided on how much money you need to fund your preferred lifestyle, you can make your first and best decision. Build the plan to get there. If you want to make $1 million per year, that breaks down to $84,000 per month. What type of value must you deliver to attract $84,000 per month? Let's say that you have decided that $1 million a year is what you want. Now you can determine what you need to sell to earn that type of money. Your next step is to assess your talent and decide on how you can use your best talent to achieve your goals. One way to do this is to look at the people who are earning the amount of money you want to earn. Are any of them using a talent similar to yours? If not, don't be discouraged. Perhaps you will be the first. But under this circumstance, if you are to be the first, you must create a business model that makes sense for you in terms of the value for value exchange that exceeds every value expectation of your customers at a high and consistent level, while at the same time providing you with fulfillment. Hopefully, you are beginning to see how your money motivation is driving your decisions. If you choose a lower goal of $100,000 per year or $8,400 per month, then your decisions will be different. They might not be easier, but they will be no less important. Perhaps you will have more options, but the point is you are now thinking about your profitability in a purposeful way. When you compare how much you want to make with how much you can make, given the talent you have, you can identify any gap between what you can currently exchange for consideration and what you must exchange for the compensation you need to achieve your goal. If your current level of talent won't earn you what you want, then you must add skills to create the value you need to earn the income you want. This is an intentional action. Now you can apply today's financial freedom formula. The number of customers times the price point equals revenue. On the Purposefully Profitable Podcast, episode 10, Teach Yourself Thursday, we talked about the book, The Go-Giver, which mentions the law of compensation. Your income is determined by how many people you serve and how well you serve them. Applying this financial freedom formula enables you to express your desired income in terms of the number of customers you need and the price you must charge for your product or service. As I mentioned in a previous podcast, understanding this concept led me to eliminate several common business models because using them would have never gotten me to the purposefully profitable goal that I set for myself. Even though others were using those models successfully and encouraged me to do the same, they were not the right fit for me. Applying this concept enabled me to engage my creativity to come up with a business model that would provide me with the revenue I desired. And it revealed the actions I had to take to create the personal value I needed to earn the income I wanted. It let me put in place a process that permitted me to use my personal power to achieve profitability. Because I had taken several personality, aptitude, and career assessments, I also knew what types of businesses I needed to avoid because they would require me to operate from a position outside my personal strength. And I also knew which types of businesses would enable me to pursue profit by engaging my passion. Going through this process doesn't mean you need to dismantle what you are currently doing and take a crazy risk in order to move in the direction that you want to go. There are a number of transition strategies you can develop to transition from what you are doing to what you want to do. The purposefully profitable process will help you to see your desired direction so you can begin to take the intentional action you must take to become purposefully profitable. In summary, here are the key points from today's Money Math Monday. 1. Becoming purposefully profitable is built on intention and intentionality, two important distinctions related to the definition of purpose. 2. Establishing your desired outcome will lead you to a more effective decision-making process. 3. Becoming purposefully profitable requires you to choose the right business model for you. 4. The right business model will only be revealed when you are clear on your income intentions. 5. There is no need to make rash change of direction decisions. Turning the ship slowly is a rational and effective strategy. This has been another Money Math Monday with your host, the Profitability Professor, Russ Barnes. If you have questions or feedback, please forward them to russ@systro.org. We would love to hear from you. Subscribe to the Purposefully Profitable Podcast today so that you will not miss a single episode.